Yo, sorry guys. Dude, it's getting crazy out here. All right, hold on. Let me get everybody back up in here. It's gonna be quick though, y'all. We got cut, man. As soon as we sent that link, we got cut. It may have been me, or it may have been the overlords. Literally, immediately after I posted the link, it may have been from me backing out on my phone, but the master one is on my laptop, bro. I don't know. We're probably all gonna get fucking canoed, man. Um, just so y'all know, I have no desire to end my life. Um, if I ever end up committing suicide and shooting myself twice in the head, um, it wasn't me. All right, hold on. Oh shit! God damn it! Hold on. I'm getting everybody else in, man. Hang tight. Crazy, right? Oh fuck! I gotta send it. It's a new link. God damn it. So just so you guys know, we do this show every Tuesday at 9:30 Eastern. Every Thursday at 9:30 Eastern, and every Saturday at 9:30 Eastern. We've skipped two, okay? Outside of that, if I just disappear, something absolutely terrible has happened. All right, hold on. Copy, send. Bro, come on. Send. Oh my gosh, bro. Okay, I gotta send it to this one. Hold up. All right, y'all, just hang tight. I'm getting everybody else in here. You can't post links in chat unless you're the creator of the stream. I am certain that they didn't kill that. Like I can watch. It ain't that. Come on, Pinecone. He's getting back. Hang tight. Yeah, and I'll actually I'm gonna touch on one thing. That dude that hopped in here saying, "Oh, these YouTubers, they don't low rise. They don't, all they do is talk. They're not about any action. I should not have engaged with a troll. Shouldn't have banned him because that's, it's not what we stand for. Hilarious, but not what we stand for. The moment that he was talking about action and taking action, I'm not taking on that liability. So, what the fudge? Okay, hold on. Dude, okay. Hold on, I'm sending you a new link right now.
Okay. Is it working?
Yeah, I'm on. I'm talking to people.
Okay.
They said they love you. He said love you. No, I said they love you. All right. Hey Dugan, tell us more about cute Israelis. Bro, it's not even letting me let them in. Okay, something is going on. We're being stopped. Bro. We're not gonna get 120 people back in here. Targeted individuals. Dude, all right, just hang tight for me, y'all. I appreciate your patience. Yep, wrong link. Damn. All right, I should have everybody coming in. Hang tight. There we go. Bro, I think it was the shoes.
Yeah? No way.
I don't know. Dude, the moment I went click on the link, it was like
Oh, shit.
because I thought about it. I was like, oh, I backed out on my phone. I was talking to you guys on my phone. Like, I don't know. All right. We got Pinecone.
Where's he at? Oh, there he is.
I'm right here. Y'all chill.
All right, we got Joshy. Okay, all right. I'm going to sleep. Y'all have fun, all right? I'm just kidding. Y'all go ahead.
Laters.
We got cut off. We got cut off. I apologize. Maybe I'm going on too long, and then dried up. The stream dried up. So,
Hey, dude, I want to read something from this article real quick, if that's cool.
Good. Fire it off.
All right. When you were talking about the states, geographically, these incidents are very widespread, ranging from California to Florida. The majority of the incidents have occurred in the southern half of the continental U.S., with the most activity reported in the state of Florida. Since April 2001, the number of reported incidents has declined. However, the geographic spread of the incidents has increased to Wisconsin, Oklahoma, and L.A. The activities of these small hat art students raised the suspicion of IS and other field offices when an attempt were made to circumvent the access control systems. And it said, there was an article right here. It says majority of them, their background were, this is not surprising given that mandatory military service is required in Israel. However, a majority of those questions had stated that they served in intelligence. That's weird, dude. My candle's fuzzing weird as soon as I'm talking like this.
Ooh.
Yeah. However, majority of those questions, electronic signal intercept or explosive ordnance units. Some have linked to high-ranking officials in the Israeli military. One was the son of a 2-star general. One served as a bodyguard to the head of the Israeli army. One served in a Patriot missile unit. That these people are now traveling in the U.S. selling art seems not fit in their background. That's just a little bit from it.
That's a great excerpt. That's a great excerpt. That gives an idea of this. So what he's reading from. So what Crone's reading from is a in-house DEA memo that was typed up by an agent in the DEA that after going in-house and getting shut down a bunch, he wrote an internal memo and sent it to every open email list in DEA. So it went nationwide through the DEA prior to 9/11, and then he leaked it in 2002. He leaked it to Salon, like Salon.com or whatever, like the news, whatever it is. He leaked it to them, and then after this thing got leaked, which this is a very large memo. It's very detailed. It's a compilation of a shitload of DEA agents from around the United States, and this guy just wrote it and then sent it out and like signed it and stuff. The thing is filled up with he got from the different field offices where they actually like made contact with these people and like identified them and like apprehended them and stuff. They have like their identities are in the fucking memo, and so this memo got leaked to Salon, and Salon wrote an article about it. And that's how anybody knows about it, is because Salon wrote an article about it. And then after that, the federal government pushed all these agents out. So like anybody that was involved with publishing this memo got pushed out of the DEA, and they're no longer. So if you're watching this and you're one of those guys that was in the DEA and you want to test fate, you can come on the show and talk to us about that experience, which would be really interesting. But
Fox 5 reported on it back then, I think. Yeah, and it got shut down almost immediately. And the dude, the guy that reported on it, made several appearances, even on other networks, explaining that the reason that my report was brought down was due to bandwidth issues on websites. And I mean, you could tell it was like total.
The compelling thing about this, gentleman, is that there was dudes in the DEA that actually had concern for this nation at a certain time. Like that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
for sure. It was a huge deal, and it crossed the boundaries of like you basically have like foreign intelligence services operating to probe, relatively like they're not really designed to handle this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, the DEA is the entity that published the memo. It's not limited to the DEA. So people got pushed out of the FBI for following up on this precisely because the FBI also had Israeli art students come. So FBI didn't make a memo. This guy made a compilation memo for the DEA and then pushed it up through. And then when the federal government shot it back down, was like, this needs to disappear. Then he leaked it to Salon. And then after he leaked it to Salon and it broke out, then everybody got fired. And I think they got rid of the FBI that was working on it too. So this is like widespread, the extent of which isn't known because it all got squashed. It is the assuming that everything is true about it. And there's really no, he published like, from the agent's reports that he consolidated, he published like the identities of the people. So the people are in this, in most cases. And so this is not
every page is juicy in that intel. Every page is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. And so assuming that the whole thing is legit, assuming that it's legit, this would be the largest foreign intelligence operation that's ever been discovered on U.S. soil in U.S. history. It's the biggest intelligence operation, foreign intelligence operation against the United States that's been executed against the United States ever, and was discovered, and like nothing came of it. Now, there's a lot of speculation in the intelligence community on what the fuck was going on here because of like how obvious it is. But now with DEA, they're a little less apt to like with fieldcraft and stuff to understand or sniff out like what's going on, So a part of it, like if you were trying to analyze this and say, what the fuck are all these Israeli art students coming up, like fucking with the DEA? You could analyze it and say like, well, maybe they thought the DEA wasn't smart, yada yada yada. There's a lot of speculation. There's theories of like they had hardcore fucking Mossad shit going on, and they were posing as Israeli art students, and so they want to do a parallel double. There's all kinds of theories. In my opinion, it's very simple. In my opinion, what this really is that this is a pre 9/11 era, not related to the attacks, but in terms of like the era of the change of the security posture for the United States, which is directed from international forces. And this is all Dugan's opinion, right? This is my analysis, that they are probing, they are throwing a turd in the punch bowl and then watching all the cooks like try to figure out what to do with it. And they are probing the informal chain of energy of the internal security apparatus of the United States. So like they are sitting in people that don't have anything that can get them in prison for a long time, and they are being given addresses to shit that they shouldn't even have access to through intelligence services, so that they show up and that people are alarmed and do so at so many places that you cannot fuck it up. Like even though the DEA fucked this up and it went on from some time before, they were like, wait, there were hundreds of fucking Israeli art students going all over the United States. Once they realized that, then they started sounding the alarm and going like, wait, this is kind of big. How do we handle this? I don't know if we should go up normal channels. So they did an internal approach, circulating it through the DEA and collecting notes. In doing this, what they're doing is they're painting a map of how they respond organically under pressure from a foreign, like something that they identify as threatening. And so this is like a great way. So now this is kind of getting esoteric here, but like, if you assume that everything is organic in the United States in terms of the design of the United States government, this doesn't make a lot of sense. If you designed the United States government because like you created the DEA because nobody voted on the DEA to exist, it just poof, suddenly came into existence, then you would understand that like people that fill the ranks of the DEA from law enforcement are, smart and they're regular people. So they have regular motives. They're nationalistic. They're going to be defensive about defending their nation. And so they're going to have their own protocols in-house that are going to be most effective and more effective than the formal bureaucratic process with the red tape. But those aren't on the books, and they're not in the little manuals that the fucking commies push down when they design the DEA and tell them what to do. So they've got their own back office way that they get shit done, and this is a probe of that. And that's my and that would also be why, that would also explain why all these guys get canned afterwards. You know what I mean? Even though they're trying to use discretion and hide their identities, they all get fucking wiped off the books. Like they're
let's
gone.
do some little like, hey, yeah, we're art students. Let's look sketch, and then we'll find what agents think this is sketch and have concern, and then get rid of them.
Yeah.
Not only the agents, but their methods, their conduits of communication, and like how they do things in house, like how the backbone works that develops in parallel to the formal system that's on the books of how they're supposed to do it, which is obviously gimped from the first place, which is why it necessitates, the bureaucratic red tape process is gimped from design. So it always necessitates a backroom method of everything, right? Like, and that's everything from police to military. It's everywhere. It exists everywhere. So this is something that's known to anybody that is, anybody that would be involved in like international espionage and stuff. Like this is all stuff that's going to be, a priori. Like it's just going to be assumed to exist. A system that is assumed to exist even though it's not on the books. And so they're just like identifying everything and flagging everything, and then they're going to, it's a preparatory net. It's a cordon for later on, what this would be used for is like after you flip the apparatus to get the apparatus completely under control so that you don't have all the leaky back networks. You see what I'm saying? And it makes more sense really than anything else that I could come up with. It could be incorrect, but that's kind of where I'm at with it. But it's nonetheless, it's very significant.
I think what we should do is treat this as a teaser, because I do believe that this was one of the biggest, based on what I've seen, and I basically started looking at the MSM story first, and then I'm going to go back to like what did Fox say, what did all the dirtbags say, and then I was going to go back and read through the PDFs. So we should use this as a teaser. We have one of our guys in here, Joe K, who was one of our first podcast guests, who's studied it extensively. Hop on, and we should dedicate an entire stream to this.
Yeah, sounds good. So if you're looking forward to that, I guess you guys put the link in there, right, for them to look at, so they can maybe you guys can feel free to check it out, and then we'll discuss it on a later cast. I've got some big stuff coming up, and I don't know when. It could be any day, so it might get pushed off after that because it is coming up really close.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Hold up, I'm finding the link. I want to post it before we cut. Give me 1 second. Now watch, if I post this and then it gets cut again immediately, because I posted mad links like eatadick.com, like random shit, and it was totally fine.
Hey, Josh, had you never heard of that DEA thing? Oh, we lost Josh.
No, sorry, I was on mute. No, I had not. I was that was all new to me, and it kind of reminds me. Did you ever go to Amaria in Baghdad? Not the Amaria on the other side of Fallujah, but Amaria, Baghdad.
Never went to Baghdad. I did everything in Ramadi.
Okay, so in Amaria there was we didn't know what the fuck it was. I mean, until we finally been in the area long enough to have rapport built up with somebody to ask what the fuck it was. So in the middle of this turning circle outside this mosque, there's there's this lady, and she's like screaming. So we called it Screaming Lady Mosque and Screaming Lady Circle. Come to find out, so there was there was a bunker there in during the first Gulf War, during 1991, and so there was a lot of ELINT, electronics intelligence coming out from that location. It was suspected that it was a Republican Guard or a special Republican Guard command post, because because they looked at the signals out of it and all that stuff. Anyways, they drop a bomb on it. It ends up being a shelter for a lot of families of Republican Guard, but we're talking about women and children. Anyway, so obviously it ended up being, I want to say, 400 something. Just innocent Iraqis. Their only crime was that their husband or dad or whatever was in the Republican Guard. It was so they get shellacked. And it's fucking bad, right? So anyways, so they built the statue, Screaming Lady statue, outside of it, and everything like that. But we're always wondering why, why do they not like Americans in this fucking district, right? Of course, it's 9 months later before we figure out the backstory behind this. We're like, oh yeah, no wonder we were kind of shitty at that point, right? That was kind of a dick move, killing 400 kids and women, right? So, anyways, our question was, what was the second Mardiv? All right. Our big question was why so what's going on in the bunker now, right? Like what's there, and then they're like, oh, it's not being used, but but off to the side, when the Terps would tell us later on, the Terps would tell us they think Mossad is in that fucking bunker and stuff like that. You know, and we're just like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like they're not
Did you
even
see
supposed to
Mossad?
fucking be here. Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
did you ever hear about the Israeli snipers shooting Marines? Did you ever hear about that?
Well, that's what I was talking about. That's what people kind of drew the conclusion. They were saying the ISIS videos, you know, to give away the story. They're saying soldiers now. There's now a group of soldiers that are widespread through the military from Iraq vets that believe that Israelis were coming in and filming and shooting soldiers and filming it and then slapping Al Qaeda logos on the videos. And those are like some of the videos that they're
That
showing
probably
us.
makes sense because they wouldn't let us go full swing and mop them up because it'd have been too easy. So they had to make sure we had some little cat and mouse fuck game to fucking not press in and find them.
Yeah, the whole thing, like and it's weird. You look at right now, it's pretty. I mean, it's out there in the news that Israel's helping the Syrian Al Qaeda affiliate, and stuff like that. In the Syrian civil war. I mean, it's. I mean, the people that have and I'm not anti-Israeli. I'm not anti-Jewish or anything like that. I just want to say this: Israel does a fantastic job of looking out for their country and doing whatever it takes to make sure their people are put first in the world. And it's going to come at whoever's expense it needs to come at in order for them to to continue to achieve their goal. And that goal is obviously, I mean, you can say it as, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting into some kind of
I think
a third rail here,
I think the bottom line is that like we think that we're playing chess and we're not playing chess. You know what I mean? Like America, all the soldiers and all of the population believe that everything is black and white and we're playing chess, and the game is like fucking multicolor, 40 fucking Chinese checkers here.
Hey,
Yeah,
what are you talking about? I got a Trump 1911 edition. What are you talking about?
But
Right.
But going into that, like we're not we like things binary. We like things yes or no, good guys, bad guys, black and white. That's something we're comfortable with. But we're not. I feel like Eastern cultures, and I'm including the Israelis. In this. I feel like they do a better job playing in the gray area than we do. I mean, we're just generally not comfortable doing it. And,
Well, I think the big difference between like the United States and other nations, which is a really good thing in my opinion, if we could actually achieve it and maintain it, would be that like we're okay with like declaring war on a country, and then once we declare war, it's like okay, there's no such thing as murder. Like we're using rifles, and like if I see you and your hands aren't up, then you're gonna get shot. And then that's like what we're good at. But we don't want, like, we're not willing, if the American people like woke up one day and learned that like we're like purposefully killing somebody that's innocent, or lying and like causing destruction of other people's lives just for like just to destroy them for no reason at all, and it's not like a military target or whatever. Like the American people, that would not be compatible with like the American psyche. Like, you know what I mean? Like nobody would be okay with that. And that's reflected in like the aftermath of Iraq war, for instance, how when people are able to kind of step back from the the hyper news segments and just see the destruction that took place, and they'd be like, this isn't really like what we signed up for. Like even the people that are like accepting the war, they're like, we wanted a cut and dry war. We didn't want this, fucking imperialist shit. And like I think that's kind of the like that's the difference. And it's also it's our naivety, but it's also our and it's also good that we're not willing to do it. But I don't think that if another nation was willing to do that, it's not it's not something to be emulated. Like we shouldn't emulate it, or just because that's the way that it is done somewhere else and that it works doesn't mean that it's right. You know what I mean? Like some things are like, if we have to fight that way, then maybe like we shouldn't be fighting at all. You know, I guess that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, in our geography, I mean, and the thing is, like, our geography just as a country, I mean, we have two giant oceans protecting us, right? Or at least that's the standard kind of thought process, but, we don't have to worry about, transport ships from the Chinese ever coming to the United States. Like, the whole, like and you mentioned it on one of your book reader, I guess, episodes. You mentioned that that a war with China is going to kill just a bunch of U.S. military age males, right? I mean, and that's a fact, right? If there's one thing China has, there's
going to be drafting males and females to get killed off.
yeah, definitely. I mean, and there's a reason why, like you still turn 18, you still register for the fucking draft, right? Like there's all those apparati, whatever the fuck, are still in place to enable that to happen. But if you just want to schwack a whole bunch of military age males, then yeah, the proverbial land war in Asia will do that, right? So I mean, I guess was if we kind of agree, I don't say agree, that the drive for opium, Masood being killed, 9/11, all of that was not just coincidental, right? Those weren't just stars that happened to align. That there was, that there was another driver behind that.
It's a process.
Right. So if we agree with all that, does the side effect, or excuse me, does the effect that you now have 400,000, probably 500,000, between Iraq and Afghanistan vets, right? A lot of those guys jaded, right? A lot of those guys, whether it's, and I don't want to use, and I think the term PTSD gets used way too much. But that being said, there's post-traumatic stress after a deployment, right? But that being said, is there post-traumatic stress disorder after it? No, that doesn't affect everybody, right? So but dealing from that post-traumatic stress, right? And what you've seen, what you've done, is I guess was the effect that you have was the effect that there's 500,000 dudes. I mean, I'm not talking about the fucking 42 alphas who fucked up your paperwork and never left the fob. I'm talking about fucking dudes who went outside the wire, right? So the fact that you have a bunch of meat eaters, a bunch of like gung ho, God fearing Americans, right, that are now been exposed to war and are, I don't say jaded by it, but realize that they might have been used by something that wasn't all about like baseball and apple pie. The fact that those people are jaded now, was that an effect? Was that the effect, or was that a side effect? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think there's a lot of there's a natural effect in war that is always degenerative to the society, like in the men, and it's always a now from like an adversarial point of view, from somebody like casting us into war, because you got to remember, like the Iraq War, the Afghanistan War are completely served to us. You know what I mean? Like it's served, like it wasn't like we, I mean, there's like 9/11, and then within like 24 hours, you're like, Al Qaeda, hey, I heard it was Al Qaeda. I mean, it's just like fucking immediate. And then everybody's like, I think it was Al Qaeda. That shit with the entire thing was fucking like served to us like a saucer, like a little milk saucer, and then we just lapped it up. And so like, I think that the degradation of the society side, like on the suffering, I mean, it goes more intense than what we have. Like they call it like shell shock and shit. I mean, it destroys like people fight war. It's like a one-way thing, you know, like the level of intensity that people put into it is it's a destructive, like it's a non-renewable energy expenditure. And so for an individual, but also for a nation, you know. And so if it's not on the aspect of sanity, like an individual sanity, if not that, it is on the aspect of like tolerance of like, this is now somebody that is, you know, I mean, because it goes not only it's not just this war, it's every war, you know. It's like World War I, World War II, it had the same effects on men, and it always has. It's not just the United States, it's every nation, you know. And that is you have to assume that it's a calculated thing, you know? Like the wear down is like a dual purpose wear down, where they're like, well, take out this country and that country, and then we'll see what their fuel capacity is to like keep on going. Oh, do they want to go to Iran? No, they won't eat that. Okay, well, we'll keep on trying. And then like just watch like the you know, watch the capacity, the fuel capacity for just you know, being Johnny on the spot. Watch that fuel capacity drop, and then once you drop them, it's almost like now you're at like a good place where, you know, you can do something like sick China on them. You know, you can sick China on them, and it's like all the guys that are left that have any fuel are gonna get tied up into that fighting, and then you're gonna have a bunch of young people that don't know any better that are gonna fucking blow their whole load, and they're gonna be out of the country doing it. You know, and then who's left behind is like all the fucking socialists and the women and children.
All the soy boys and softies, they want to get all the people willing to fight that have some type of testicular fortitude and dupe them into another war, kill them all.
And it's going to be hard. Like it's one thing to be like, I don't fucking trust the government, and they're, you know, not our government. It's a fucking foreign government, you know, that doesn't have the last thing they care about is the Constitution or the American people. That's one thing. But if you get some like Chinese bombers over here, or some Chinese fucking like hyperspeed missiles like crashing in the United States, like you're gonna have a hard time keeping people from like going to die. You know what I mean? Like sign up to die. I mean, you're gonna have people that don't trust anything anyway, and they're like, well, I'm gonna go fucking kill as many Chinese as I can because
I gotta go serve. Gotta go serve my country. I'm getting attacked.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like once you create and pass the threshold from like news threat to like legit threat where somebody can see, you know, like if you engage China in a war with us, that's going to be existential. Like it's not just nobody's going to be like, okay, let's stop and like put the tablecloth back on. Like it's going all the way. It's like one's going to win or the other. So once it starts, it's a fucking domino effect. And
it's unavoidable. You're going to get your feet wet in it somehow.
Unavoidable. And so if you stay, so then it creates this terrible rock on a hard place where it's like, as a male, you're like, well, I can sit back because I know this is completely full of shit and synthesized. But then, like, you know, what if I sit back and then the fucking Chinese get here and then they just fucking rape all the women and kill everybody? And then the fucking, you know, historians just write up like, yeah, they're those bad Americans. They came right after the bad Germans, you know, like that'll be in the back of everybody's mind. So they'll be like, well, I'm going to fucking give it my all. But in the bottom line, in my opinion, the whole thing's rigged. You know, like there is no intelligence. There is no information security at all. So you get forced into a situation where you're in an active, you know, kinetic situation that has to go to the finish, and the entire, like, both sides are just completely funded, completely monitored. It's like a fucking game. And so whoever is going to advance the actual victor that is certainly not taking a fight in this thing or sacrificing anything, whatever situation in the end favors them as like being the superpower, that is, you know, the direction it'll go. Like the amount of lives that are lost for both Chinese and American don't matter.
Yeah. Hey, Joe K, he had a comment. It said, I wouldn't say GWAT killed all the true patriots, but it didn't help. Well, there was no true patriots. We were just useful idiots that got duped into a stupid fucking lie. Now, the second thing is that there's more veterans dying that got from suicide than there are guys that actually was killed in campaign. So just think about that.
That's true. No, that's really true. So the first time there was a dude from as far as I know, nobody from my squad has committed suicide. But like for my sister squads, they've all had suicides. And then the company, and then a guy from my squad got like died from the VA. And then when like my second unit, I mean, we had a high speed ass. I mean, we had a dude that was we had a commander that was like Ranger, Pathfinder, fucking sapper, fucking fucking jump master. Like this guy was like
badass.
Like he had fucking chef salad. You know what I mean?
He was stacked.
Yeah, he was fucking stacked. And this dude was badass. Like this dude was like this is the kind of guy when you were like up for a couple days and like training or on a mission under him or something like that, you would like think like you would be too tired to want to do shit, but while you were around him, you weren't tired because you didn't want to like disappoint. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, that's called a good leader.
Yeah, he made an impression. He made like a very stern impression. Dude had 5 kids. He fucking shot himself in like 2015. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's fucking insane, man. And I mean, it has everything at home. Like everything's good to go. Now he did an Afghanistan tour in like 2010 or 2011 or something like that. And I guess he lost a bunch of guys under his command. You know, like lost his lieutenant and lost like a squad leader or something. And,
that's how they get rid of us. Is they just have some type of neurological agent to have us all killed off because they get rid of us. They don't need us no more, even when we're out.
Bro,
huge number of deaths and suicides, and not just suicides. I mean, suicides are big, but even like my buddy got killed 2 years ago from he fucking got back and was drinking. And then he went to the VA. He started getting seizures because he was like fucking drinking a lot, So he started getting seizures. Went to the VA, and then they tried to sedate him. And then he was like, "I'm not gonna be sedated." So then he tried to leave, and then they tried to restrain him because he was like, obviously he's like got alcohol in his system because he's like a functional alcoholic. So he's got alcohol in his system. So they won't let him leave. So then he was like trying to fucking leave the VA, and their protocol is like, you can't leave now. So then they fucking like tried to force sedate him. Well, then he got into a fight. You know what I mean? So then they were like, okay, now we're going to fucking inject you with hardcore sedatives, and it fucking stopped his lungs. Like he quit breathing. So then he died, like out the VA.
So just to throw this out there, I know we've just, and I'm sorry for your loss, brother. I know we've discussed like substance abuse a lot on this stream. Alcohol is one of the most like ignored issues when it comes to substance abuse. It's the most available, and it is the only substance that you can die from the withdrawals, especially if you mix something like a benzodiazepine injection and you stop fucking breathing. Like that's terrible.
It don't mix well, does it?
Yeah.
And the VA, that kind of shit, it happens all the time. That stuff is not included in suicides.
I'm getting emails from the VA right now saying if you're 55 and over, that you're pushed to the front to get your vaccine. So they just want to kill you all.
That shit's crazy.
Think about it. How many Gulf War vets are still alive? I mean, really.
What's crazy about that vaccine thing is that, number one, it's completely counterintuitive to reality. So like, let's pretend that there was something life-threatening. Veterans do not want to step ahead of civilians to get like some kind of treatment. Like the vets want the fucking women and children to get all like whatever would be life-saving, they would want that first, and they wouldn't want to be first. What happened here is like, it looks like they're like, we need to fucking get the vets. Give them the fucking vax. But we can't do that because it's too obvious. So let's like have the old people period and get them out of the way, and then we'll do the vets. So they got like old people and then fucking vets, like right off the bat. I mean, it's the most fucking I mean, if you can't figure out that these fucking vaccines are no fucking good, like you deserve what you get, because this is you should, if you're fucking getting a vaccine, like you should take a serious look at consider your fucking logic. This shit is fucking insane, man. This is like. The vaccine thing is like, I mean, this is like fucking classic conspiracy theory from like the fucking 70s. This shit's been around forever.
I know Joshi said that one of the only things he can't discuss is conspiracies. He's like, I can't discuss JFK, Area 51. I'm like, we don't talk about that shit, dude.
Well, all you need to know about JFK is that the guy who filmed it was the fucking what's the guy's name that filmed JFK?
I don't know.
Zapruder.
Abraham Zapruder. That's all you need to know about it.
Yeah.
Hey, can I specify something that Otis put out there?
Yes, that's actually really good. Could you read that?
Yeah, so Otis Driftwood says if he went to Afghanistan in 2011, then he had to have taken the anti-malaria drug mefloquine. Suicide is one of the first side effects since it being banned. All right, so it didn't get banned until I want to say 13 or 14 in Afghanistan. But anyways, so that was one of the ones that was prescribed when I was in Afghanistan. But you only took that. You were only prescribed that if you were like fair skin, red or blonde hair, like that. Everyone else took the standard. I can't think of what. So with that one that you're talking about, right? The mefloquine or whatever it's called. So you took that once a week. And there was like one dude on my team who
Wait.
that.
So it was only given to a person with a certain phenotype?
Take it as you. Okay. The reason why, and this is what we were told. I'm not saying. I see where you're going and going on to the. I'm talking about what I know, right? Because the other stuff, because the other drug, which now slips my mind, shit. Let me see if it's anyways, but the other drug makes you more apt for skin burn, for sunburn. So that's why if you were fair skinned, that's why you're supposed to take this. But
Thank God I'm black and gifted. They must have not gave me that one.
Well, that was, and what was weird too is there were some units with that, like they were, and like our unit was kind of smart with it. Like at least we used some common sense. Like number one, we were in high elevation, right? So mosquitoes aren't above fucking like 5,000 feet, anyways, right?
That's right.
And number two, there's not mosquitoes when there's 6 feet of snow on the ground and it's fucking 12 degrees outside, right? So there's
quick tip. So if you're ever, I figured this out from getting fucking infested with mosquitoes. So if you're ever out like on mission or something and there's mosquitoes everywhere, if there's a tall vehicle around, if you go get on top of the tall vehicle, you'll drop the mosquito contact by like 75%. Just heads up. Even with 15-foot elevation change, because they're so used to going on ground, skimming the ground level. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, yes, and Otis, yeah, you're right. It was doxy. So if you had doxy, you took it every day, and if you were fair skinned, then you took the other one. You only took it every. We had our medic make sure we were taking it every Sunday, and I've heard the medics talked about the psychological side effects, especially some of the more like weird dreams and stuff like that. And
okay was just mentioning he took it, had one of the most terrifying nightmares of his life, and refused to take it for the rest of his time there.
Oh, was that Doxy or the other one?
Joe K. Oh, he said I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah. So the and I trust the medics I was around. All right. That may not be the right thing to do. However, I believe whatever. I haven't read anything to make me not question, or I haven't read anything to make me question what they told us. Anywho, So some people complained about nightmares and some weird ass dreams and stuff like that on Doxy, and then and our meg's like, hey, how's everything going back home? It's probably some other stressor that's causing that. But if you mentioned that you had some weird ass dreams on the other stuff, the methaqueen or whatever the fuck it was called, yeah, they're like, yeah, that's a side effect, so deal with it, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, anyways. Okay, all right. Hey, Joe K. All right, yeah, you also brought the thing about bales. So I was in Afghanistan when that happened, and that was a fucking shit show. Okay, like it, the thing with bales, like man, like that's what he did and everything like that. Like, I'm just gonna say this: that had nothing to do with any fucking pills he was taking. Like, he just gotten into country. Like, he barely fucking been there. So,
Looks like Dugan has a question on screen. No, I'm kidding. That's me. Armitage, my budget is as inexpensive as possible. I found one of the little 9-inch spikes. What are they? Chaos or whatever. And
You need a grenade launcher now. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll save that for one-on-one. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey, if I could rock a little thumper on my shorty, I would, dude. Because hey, that's something else to have, even if it launches flares.
The way is the standalone. I'm telling you, I literally so on my not my concealable carrier, but the level 4 carrier, big body joint. I got a little molly clip, and it's just a wraparound hook and loop.
Right.
Thing with an HK sling clip on it.
Right.
And I can clip my little Serbu Super Shorty on there. Or
you got a Serbu, dog?
Yeah, dude.
Damn, that's a key to the city.
Oh, bro, I love it.
I see the thread pitch.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Snap.
Spiral down the abyss.
Oh, man.
Put it in, dude.
Oh.
Easy. Be gentle.
Yikes. Is that LMT?
Yo, when I was in the National Guard, we had the HK 40 millimeters.
Nasty, man.
Yeah, well, we liked those better because you could detach it from the rifle, put a stock on it, and you could hand it off to people. And to us, that would made more sense than weapon dedicated. You know what I mean?
The standalone is like the way to go. And guess what? HK did a small civvy run in 37 mil with a stock standalone.
When? Recently?
Recently. That exactly.
Wow, they actually gave something to us peasants once in a while that's actually worth a shit.
Can you believe it? Honestly, I think it was a government contract over.
When is Brownell's going to make their retro freaking Nom M79 and make one chopped?
Oh, the thumper. Oh,
yeah, come on. Do I need to do a vibrations video with one? And then they'll fucking steal my idea and crank it out like they do with all the other guns?
You can totally buy a 203 receiver without the barrel, and it's a Title I firearm, just so that you know that. So, like, if it doesn't have the 40 mil, it's not a DD.
Yeah. Look at this beauty. It's a 40 mil on an AK. I think that's a bogey. I lost audio.
If you were going to run having that grip down low when you run the AK real hot, that's actually really nice to have, man.
Yeah, man, especially if it's clickety click.
I would recommend 40 mil for anybody over 37 because 37 is it's really expensive. Like unless you're doing plastic holes, the aluminum holes and stuff. I mean, you're talking about like current manufactured shit. If you get 40 mil, or if you get 37 mil and then mod it to 40 mil or whatever, then you can just use. I mean, you can literally reload with like Mark 19 cases.
Yeah, I'm about to venture down that rabbit hole. I want to show you the picture of that 37 though. Hold up. I know I got that shit.
I don't know why the military ever got rid of the M79. To me, that seems so much more practical weapon system.
Bro, have y'all seen on Instagram the like all these Israeli chicks,
Oh my
like
god!
Israeli gun chicks, like dude, like thousands and thousands of views, and they're all Israeli, like Mossad gun chicks, and they're
They just come on down to Kentucky, dude. I'll have them converted.
yeah, right. Oh, there it is. Okay, this is the 37 mil with the MP7 grip. This one is not standalone, but the little robot foot looking thing stock, you can you can, I don't know, Dugan, if you remember that, but you can get one of the little stocks with the robot foot looking thing.
I'll tell you this, man. I know those graduated sights to make your drop on the grenade launcher are cool, but your best bet is to strip that off and get less weight on the rifle and just know your instinctive point.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I don't have any experience with a.
I don't either. I just went through training and burned shit and filled sandbags, man. I'm not nothing special either.
I mean, I've sent a couple chalk rounds downrange with a 203, but that's it.
I was glad I wasn't a 203 gunner because that was extra shit I had to carry that I probably wasn't going to shoot much anyways.
Yeah.
The really fucking cool thing about like if you're loading your own launchers, you can. So the military is really limited to what they can do. If you're doing the shit yourself, like you're gonna have so much time to fuck around with it and stuff. I mean, you can literally, especially if you're designing your projectile housings. I mean, you can make fucking like rocket assisted. Like you can whip up. I mean, you can easily whip up like nitroguanidine, propellants, and then you can have rocket assist where you like launch it with black powder and then have it go into like rocket assist where it has a rocket charge. You have like a miniature motor on the back of it, just like a small little. It's like a fucking lifesaver, and then it'll add like 300 meters to your distance. So your loads will actually they'll go farther than the fucking military rounds because they don't.
And of course, I mean, they don't call me disclaimer dark for no reason. I would tell anyone and everyone when you're messing with energetics to make sure you're following all local, state, and federal rules, regulations, and laws.
You can buy a pound of guanidine nitrate for like $10. If you could take a battery acid, so if you want to make nitroguanidine from guanidine nitrate, it's battery acid. Like you're taking sulfuric acid and you're adding it to guanidine nitrate, and then it just makes nitroguanidine. It's like the simplest fucking thing.
I'm just looking at Josh to see if he just bloop disappears.
No, it's all legal. That is all legal. You can make explosives in the United States.
Absolutely.
So hopefully, now you have to. I mean, if you're like some punk, you're gonna have a tough time with that. If you're like being responsible, you're not gonna have any problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, literally, just follow the law, just like anything else, just like firearms. Follow the fucking laws, right? Like that's it.
There's no difference. There's no difference between like making like loading. I mean, it's like fucking having like smokeless powder. Like you guys know that smokeless powder can detonate, right? Like, you can detonate smokeless powder. Like if you take your fucking smokeless powder, your high speed pistol powders, that has nitroguanidine, nitroglycerin. If it's a triple base is nitroguanidine, nitrocellulose, and nitroglycerin. That's a high explosive. There's no difference. Like the whole thing of like, now the difference between reloading and making energetics is that you want to be real careful, because if you fuck up, you're gonna peel your face onto the ceiling, like a splatter. But so you want to be careful. because that shit
Yeah,
happens.
you'll end up with a permanent.
Permanent what?
If you're fucking lucky, yeah.
Yeah, if you're lucky. I mean, it depends on what you're messing with. Like if you're just doing like caps and stuff, you could lose phalanges off of caps.
Yeah, don't bite your caps.
What's it called when you do this? It's called something.
Hang tight or
Yeah, but there's something. What?
Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga. Yeah. That's how you know, like the dudes that have made some bomb ass devices because their hands look like this.
What was your favorite Ninja Turtle?
You asking me or Duke?
Yeah, both y'all.
I always kind of like Raphael because he's like pissed off all the time.
What was yours?
Michelangelo was like my go-to, but I also liked Raphael. I think the size. I used to be obsessed with weaponry. As used to be as a child. Like I was obsessed. Like when I mean obsessed, like I would make, because we didn't have a lot growing up. Like we would cut hot dogs in half, and we would we didn't have a lot. We had wish sandwiches with just cheese and mustard, where you wish there was some meat on that motherfucker. And I would take like paper towel rolls and toilet paper rolls and make like mini guns that I could play with, like out of. So I was always obsessed with shit like that. So when I saw like, the nunchucks, the size,
Can you imagine that? Boys actually learned to freaking kick ass back then with weapons.
I hate to interrupt, but we have to remember we have a guest on.
Oh,
my bad, dude. Jump in. What was your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Oh, Donatello, without a doubt. So the gift wrap, like tubes, like just like how Dark was talking about using the tubes for minigun. So I would use like the long like gift, like birthday paper or Christmas paper tubes.
Yeah,
and that was my bow staff. As I was like Donatello and shit. And man, it was. Yeah, I mean, it was. But back when it was okay to for kids to grow up and want to beat the shit out of a giant rat.
Donatello was my favorite too. He had distance and he smacked with sticks.
Yeah.
yeah. He was awesome.
Hey, and if you train with a bow staff for real, dude, you can do some terrible shit.
All those were farmer weapons. It's just ancient Chinese or whatever lore. They were farmers. It's all farming weapons. It's what they kind of were a derivative from, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, so as a kid, I did Taekwondo, and I got up to first degree black belt, and I was on the demo team, and the demo team, like I didn't want to do karate because there's no weapons in karate. Karate means empty hand. But in Taekwondo, when you get on the demo team, they teach you how to use nunchucks, bow staff, and like shit like that. And man, what's that?
Like Napoleon Dynamite. Isn't that what he says? Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh, when nunchucks, yeah, nunchuck skills.
My lips hurt real bad.
Yeah, this has gone so far left. Yeah, but you know what though? I fucking love you guys, and I know things got a little crazy. It turned into a party with some other people on here, but I'm super grateful for all y'all's time. And Joshy, what would you like to end this on, my friend?
We talked about overhead, stuff that's out there. So plant some trees, right? I mean, that provides you your cover from like all those things. So I mean, and between the wild core and everything else that's already been discussed on the previous podcasts, like that there's multiple benefits of it. Oh yeah, it also helps people not see you or entities not see you, or makes it more difficult when you do it. So fucking plant them, okay? So that's about it. Yeah, and just don't sacrifice your privacy for convenience. Is kind of the big thing that I kind of want to leave y'all with.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
That needs to be mainstream. I think that's the biggest challenge of because I don't think you're going to get people to wake up in this century easily. But I think you could kind of shift the perspective of like me to like me, my privacy. You know what I mean? I think there seems to be some easier avenue for that to pull consumerism into, or like self-identity through consumerism, and shift it into like self-identity through like my privacy, you know, like my privacy, you know, which would be a good thing, because if people are having privacy regardless of their motive, it's good for everybody, you know.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You two gentlemen want to throw anything in before we break out?
Josh, thanks so much for coming on, and hopefully you tolerated this extended episode. I think it was fun and rewarding for everybody, you know, and kind of lighthearted, you know, in parts. I mean, we started off heavy when we talked about heavy topics. We also had lighthearted stuff. I think it was good. I think the viewers will appreciate that. So I appreciate you very much for coming on.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. Thank you very much. And it was cool getting to know you, you know, like your whole story, just everything, you know. Thank you. And Picone, it's always a pleasure to have a pine cone on the trail, you know. So
Be grateful. That's all I got. Be grateful and plant something.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
yeah, dude, it's our pleasure. Yeah. I would also say build something and teach others how to build, teach others how to plant. You know, so often we're focused on our own independence and our own, you know, self-sustainability that we forget, you know, why we're doing it. And it's community, right? So contribute to others, care about others, and yeah, just teach others any opportunity. I'll throw it back out there. You guys are fucking crazy, because we had, I think at the time we had like 30 or 40 people in the stream, and I told you guys about the $100 armor plates, and literally within an hour they were fucking sold out.
Wow.
So yeah, it's crazy. So if
You
you
helped
have,
a homie out. That's awesome, dude.
yeah, man, and it's helping a good small company. So if you guys are looking for great armor plates, these are kind of like really unique quad bent armor plates. It's a small company with like no overhead, and they're cranking out good quality products. It's something that you should likely have anyway. So don't go spend $500-$600 on AR-500 armor. I got, you know, $100 quad bent level 3 plates with a $35 concealable carrier. If you guys want the link, if you didn't already buy them, email me, thedarkestmavis at you're welcome, thedarkestmavis@gmail.com.
Hey, Dark, are you in communications with the guy with that armor?
I'm not, man. I actually hit him up a couple times, like,
Did you tell him, hey, I just hooked you up with 100 dudes?
I did. So it's kind of shitty. I learned a little bit about the company just doing research, and I hit him up on eBay, and I was like, hey, just want to let you know I've shouted you out to like thousands of people, because now these videos have gotten thousands and thousands of views. And I was like, so if you've, you know, sold out in the last you know, couple months, we may have had something to do with that. And I didn't get a response.
He was like, hello, friends. Thank you, friend, for the link of my company.
Yeah, right. No,
You know what you do when they make a purchase? If there's a comment section in the purchase,
that's what I told him.
Everybody's got to flood it with your name or something.
You guys can fucking figure out your eBay shit later. Let's let Josh go.
Yeah, no, you're right. If you guys want the link, hit me up. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate your time. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, thank y'all. Gentlemen, too, thank you. Love y'all.
Josh, you got to name the episode. Let Dark.
Oh, yeah. Name the episode.
Oh, let's go with time traveling clown rapists.
All right, there you go. That's
Hold
it.
on. Time traveling cloud rapist.
Clown
Rapist. Holy fuck. Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
There
I'm
we
gonna
go.
add that to it right now.
It was an interesting episode, so it's an interesting title.
Okay, my friend, you are a time traveling clown rapist officially.
All right.
Oh my god, it won't let me change it. It's probably dirty. I'll figure it out. All right, y'all. Thank you all so much.
Have a good night.
Y'all take care. Bye.
Take care.
See you guys. Oh, thank God it's just us. I never thought we were gonna, be back on one-on-one basis again. Let me add this real quick. Do you want me to add you back, Josh? You're still on, brother. I can see you. No one else can see you. Only me. Here, hold on. Let me kick you. Are you good if I kick you? All right. Later, man. Have a good night. Boom. I've got nothing else for you. Dark. Is that something I said? All right, hold on. The darkest mavis at gmail.com. All right. Here's what you do. There are these quad bent plates. It's from a company called CATI, Charlie, Alpha, Tango, Indigo. They're literally $100, and they're level 3. They may even be level 3 plus. They're special threat rated, and you cannot get plates for $100 like this. And I think they were shipped to my door in 3 days. So they're dope. So if you, you're welcome. You're welcome, guys. Oh, Flannel Daddy reference. Yeah, he's coming. He'll be here soon. We don't get anything for the plates. What I want, honestly, the purpose for me sharing this shit several times is because I want it when enough people purchase the plates and put in the little message or comments, Dark Light Dugan sent me, then we'll make a little splash, and then it'll give us some leverage to say, hey, give us a set of plates to give away to our community every single month. We want to contribute to you guys, and armor is the most peaceful and passive way to protect yourself. So I'm down to help. I'm shopping for level 4s right now. Yeah, I got some level 4s. I can give you some knowledge on that. All right, y'all. I'm out. It is way too late. So I got a set of level 4s and a set of level 3s, and yeah, level 4s are for when it doesn't matter if I get spotted in a carrier. Level 3s are for when I need to conceal it in a slick carrier under a jacket. The best thing you can do is have several options. Like my level 4s have ceramic level 4 10x12 with level 3A soft armor behind it, and my concealable carrier is just level 3 10x12 plates. If I wanted to, I can take out the soft armor for my carrier and rock that concealable, have concealable pistol protection, or leave it in there because I also got cummerbund protection on the side. But dude, I rocked these plates for like 6 to 8 hours and had no problem. They were comfortable because of the way they're bent. They're bent to your chest. They're bent to your like love handles and your sides. And you're taking 16 pounds and rocking it like nothing. Super comfortable. Once you get the plates, get a Scorpion Tactical Gear concealable carrier. It is super strong Cordura, and it's $32. Oh, I also found these. These are suppressor height sights, tritium sights. They're hackathorns. So the rear is all black, and the front is the HD front sight with tritium. I got these they're for my brother. I'm gonna hook up his Glock. $56. So if y'all are looking for deals on shit, I'm like the deal master. $3.99 for a set of level 4 polyceramic swimmer cuts. Yep. So I picked up mine for 100 doll hairs. at a show. Go on eBay, type in CATI armor, and they got backpack armor. They have level 4s, they have level 3s, level 3 plus. They got all sorts of shit. And if you buy something, because like their backpack plate is like $32 or $35, it's like nothing. So if you do get something, just do me a favor and put Dark Light Dugan sent me, because we want to be able to contribute back to you guys. And this is the only way to do it, because when companies look at us and be like, dude, you don't even have like fucking 1,000 followers, we can show proof that we can influence others. Waiting on my stimmy. Ooh, yeah, there you go. The cry. No, I saw the certs on eBay. Unless they snuck some bullshit that was NIJ equivalent, but it looked like the cert was NIJ certified. And dude, go on YouTube, look up CATI torture tests. They're crazy. On the eBay auctions, it literally has the NIJ certification. Now, I could have overlooked if it was like a CATI is NIJ certified equivalent, like the equivalent, people, fuck around with that shit all the time. So I agree. Red Obama, I agree. For the last like decade, I've owned no steel plates at all. And I've only rocked ceramic. My ceramic plates are like fucking, double quarter pounder thick. And these steel plates are like this thick. You can conceal them. It gives you rifle protection. They're, swimmer cut, quad bent. So they're literally just like suction cup to your body. So easy to carry. It makes them so light. So I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like I'm selling them. I'm just saying I'm excited about them because they're $100 fucking. If I get killed with my CAT plates, I'm gonna be pissed. Bro, you're not gonna get killed. Go search on YouTube. Well, I guess we're on YouTube. Go look at the type of torture test they have on that shit. It's crazy. Yeah, Spartan armor. Scorpion tactical gear is good too. Their carriers are great, but their armor is good too. Another little life hack. Let me see where it is. Okay, you'll see here on this little magazine, it says it's a 9mm Glock magazine, LAP. Who knows what LAP stands for? I'll wait. There's like a 15-second delay. So LAP stands for light armor piercing. These 9mm rounds are perfectly legal, and they're probably the price of what you're going to pay for any Full Metal Jacket right now anyway. Los Angeles Police. These are Liberty Civil Defense, and these motherfuckers are going over 2,000 feet per second, and they will defeat level 3A armor. So check them out. No dark, no. What did I do? All right, that's it. I'm going to eat my banana. I love y'all. Thank you. Go buy some plates. Hopefully, even if it's not from them, just buy armor. It's the easiest way to protect yourself. I roll around with a backpack with armor in it all day. Yeah, the CATI plates are just about a pound lighter, maybe 2 pounds than the Spartan. I think it's about a pound lighter on each plate. Oh, bro, I'm so sorry. The reason we are streaming, the reason like we have the ability to stream is because people contributed to us. We had to pay to get back up and running. 3+ is good, but keep in mind that it's not a real NIJ specification. 3+ means really strong level 3 plates. So I don't really have a stance on it. It will give you more protection and more threat protection and likely, more hit capability. But you realize that like someone's got to dump like 6 magazines into you to get through your plates. The other thing that people don't consider with armor, and I'm trying to be quiet because I have a family here and I'm not trying to wake up my fucking 4-year-old. The some slave coins. Check out their eBay auctions. I wouldn't go to their website. Check out their eBay auctions. What was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, if you really want to go ham, like I forgot the manufacturer, but my buddy has level 3 plates that, like, the weight of them, I swear to God, it feels like a paper plate with scrambled eggs in it. And it stops AK, it stops AR, it stops 308. It's like, it's crazy light. They're buoyant. They're not just the UMWPE or whatever. They're some type of crazy cosmic fucking compound. I'll get the information and share it with you guys. But all I'm saying is, it's all I can think of. Like when something like that is put in your hands and it's so fucking light, you're like, what the fuck? You automatically think of, what is the only thing I can think of that is like this? Wish the armor was made in OD green. You know what? I got you. I got the old rattle can. I got you. And just whatever you do, don't put these stickers on your armor. You are better than that. You are better than that. You deserve better than that. They are dope stickers. I'm just not going to put stickers on my armor, bro. Like, no, I'm not going to do it. That's it, guys. That's all I got. We are going to have our little giveaway, but I want to, I heard the sticker does offer more protection. The sticker bumps it up to level 4. Okay, so I put some thought into this, and you guys know that we are all anti-consumerism. We do not believe in this world of consumerism that we've been programmed to live in. This world of, working all day just to be able to, earn evil money. And looking at the giveaway, we got a lot of great people that are contributing to the giveaway. At no point do we ever want people to be attracted to this channel because they're going to win a free knife, or because I'm going to send a fucking vertical grip to them or anything like that. No, it's a Magpul. I do have a Supreme ski mask though. Don't judge me. Dude, I used to be into, like, my consumerism was so bad that, like, I rock a fucking blue Louis Vuitton wallet, bro. Like, it was so bad. But I used to be the CEO of a very large company, and that's just how I was like programmed. But that gets right back to what I'm saying, right? So our environment fucking, puts it's Magpul. Our environment, our programming, our fucking TV shows, YouTube, the influencers, just products that we're around constantly is pushing us to just consume. And if we see something, we want something, we just search it and then click to purchase it, just like that, right? And we do not want all of our viewers who are here to get a message, who are here to get information, who are here to learn how to fucking sustain themselves and become independent, to be like, ooh, I'm gonna tune into Dark Light Dugan to win a free fucking knife, to win like whatever. We want you guys to come for the message, for the information, the conversation, the education, the independence, the self-sustainability, and just to fucking, at times find a bright light in all this fucking darkness. And thanks, Gordon. I fuck with you. The crestfallen influencer. What does that mean? Most of us were hipsters at some point too. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm sorry, I wasn't even looking at comments. Let me go back here. My plates are 3 minus, 3 plus, 3 equals. I'm here for prizes, content. I know it, man. David Kopp, you're the shit. You're a real mofo. Did you have a hype beast sneaker collection? No, I never fucked with sneakers. But my dress shoe game and my suit game, like my suit jackets, like I have a closet with like 24 jackets that are like $1,000 jackets. Like it's crazy shit. I just want my Ryan Gosling portrait signed by you guys. I don't need stuff. I just want to grow strawberries and talk to y'all. Fuck yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. I love all y'all. We will do shit like, hell yeah. Every man should have a suit. We are going to do shit like the giveaway because we want to contribute to you guys, but it's going to be things based around self-sustainability, independence, security, arming yourself and shit like that. So it's not going to be, like giving away a gun a month to our Patreon members, yeah, or slacks that your mom didn't buy you, like dress pants that you purchased. I had an addiction to, just like I have an addiction to firearms, knives, armor, ammunition, all that shit. I had an addiction to suit jackets and suits and ties. That like it was crazy. So I have shifted completely, and what's valuable to me are tangible things that I can, like compassion, care, love, friendship, ownership, true ownership, like authenticity. I don't even know how to explain it, but I still love consuming the gun shit. Yeah, burn it all. It don't mean shit. It don't mean shit. It honestly, if my fucking, like, knock on wood, if my fucking house burned down right now, I would grab my wife and my 4-year-old and run the fuck out. Then I would run right the fuck back in here and get all my guns and ammo and armor and take them out. Everything else can fucking burn. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I may take Old Glory over there. Tea Party Glory. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm in my gun room. It's gutter down here, man. It's gutter down here. Try to donate stuff, gents. Yeah, man. Fucking give shit to your community. In every city, there's Facebook groups. I know Facebook is fucking evil, so bear with me. But there are Facebook groups called Buy Nothing, BUY, Buy Nothing groups. And as someone whose family home burnt down, don't go back in. Yeah, no, I wasn't speaking literally, but you're right. So there are these groups. They're called Buy Nothing groups. They're nationwide. They're in almost every fucking city. Find stuff that you don't care for or need or whatever. Or I'll even challenge you to, because it's all about giving shit away, right? Let people come, just pick shit up off your fucking porch and just go, give shit away, contribute to your community. Find something that you like, Put that shit on your porch and let your neighbor take it. Challenge yourself a little bit. I would encourage you to do that. So, guys, it's fucking almost 2:15 in the morning where I'm at. Ooh. You guys are awesome. I love all y'all. Thank you for your time, for your everything. Common courtesy and Doug's super important massages TM archive contributed to our channel. Just for full transparency, they each contributed $20 to our channel so we can run StreamYard, and we were able to get a better package so we can put like this beautiful banner and the beautiful cranberry hibiscus flower right there, which is an edible plant, very nutritious. So I just wanted to say thank you to them, a special shout out. We are going to be shouting you guys out again, and just wanted to say thank you. So common courtesy and Doug's super important massages, TM archive, both contributed $20. Thank you. I'm not asking y'all for money. They would not, let me say no, and for that I'm grateful. And Matthew Telhart, dude, Matthew's been putting in fucking weeks of work on these knives, okay? Weeks. And I'm super impressed. So I'm going to hire him to do some other knife work for me on some custom ass shit, some sick ass custom shit. Actually, I thought about it, Matthew. I think I want to take the Gerber Fast 06 and maybe put some Micarta scales or G10 scales on this fucking thing. I got this shit for $39. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Love y'all. Take it easy. Carl, good to see you back, brother. I'll see y'all later. Peace.